My name is Ducheneaux. I am the head grant writer at Tatanka Wakpala Model Sustainable Community. The community came about as a result of our Tioshbaye looking at some of the problems that we face living on a reservation in a remote area, and very common problems to all reservations, problems of housing and dependence because of needing food, and we're all having problems, especially this winter, with heating issues because, you know, just all the same problems everyone has: lack of income, you know, increasing expenses. And so we tried to look at what we could do as a Tioshbaye to, first of all, make ourselves more independent, and then beyond that to try to really demonstrate the feasibility of living in a sustainable way for other Tioshbaye on the reservation, other reservations, and really all people, because we believe that the community that we're hoping to finish is going to be a model that can be replicated anywhere. You know, anywhere where people have a little piece of land. We've got 10 acres to work on, and very limited resources, dealing with all the same issues that all people have on reservations. You know, we have very little income, we barely make it from month to month, and then really trying to demonstrate that even with those limited resources, people can become independent, self-sufficient, which, you know, our people were. You know, we survived on our own. There were no stores to go to, there was nowhere to go for help, and you had to take care of yourself. And in the way that the world is going now, we just think that it would be really, it's a good time for the Lakota, all people, but especially the Lakota, because of our history, to get back to those roots where we know how to take care of ourselves, we know how to feed our family, we know how to keep ourselves warm. I work for an organization called Tribal Ventures, and I was actually being offered a training in connection with my job, and some people from the field school were putting on the training for my job, and I met some of the people from there, and I got to visiting during lunch about the things that we were doing out in the country, and they were very interested and just, yep, that's where we want to go. So when we finish, let's all head out that way. And that's what we did. And they really went out of their way, because our building site is like 65 miles from Eagle Butte. And they came out and just pitched in and helped us out. And we just really got a lot accomplished in a very short amount of time. Our ultimate goal is to live in our community in homes that we built ourselves, with all renewable energy. However we can do that. We've actually had some different discussions, and we've decided to go with a wind solar hybrid system at the advice of someone that we really had a lot of respect for in the renewable energy field. And so we want to power our homes sustainably. We want to grow our own food, including, if we're able, on our limited land base, animals to eat. But, you know, even if not, we want to be able to feed ourselves through growing our own organic food that we know where it came from, we know what it is made of, and we know what's not in it, and also wild harvest food, whether it's meat or berries or, you know, traditional foods. I think the field school should just set up down at Tatanka Wakpala and spend their summer out there, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to go out there as soon as it stops raining in the spring. I hope we have some rains, and we're going to start planting, and we're going to start building, and we're just going to get as much accomplished as we can. And we could use help in any of those, you know, in every one of the goals that we have, because, you know, we're very, you know, we're not a bunch of experts. We're not experts in anything. We're just a family who, you know, saw a problem and came together and tried to find ways to solve it. And we're also a small family, so we have very limited physical resources too. So we could use help in any number of ways, from, you know, identifying good places to put dams, or, you know, learning about, you know, growing or finding natural foods that we don't know about, and medicines, and you know, there's all kinds of ways that we need you. I would say to anyone who's never been on a reservation that reservation people are very easygoing. And as long as you just behave in a respectful way. If you know, I mean, we all know what that means. We all know what that means, but specifically, you know, if you just acted like your grandparents were present at all times, I think you would be doing really well, because, you know, the Lakota culture is based on respect, and we've lost a lot of that, but that's our basis, is respect. And if you just maintain that respect at all times, then it'll be returned. We have an organization that a lot of people that are in a part of Tatanka Wakpala Tioshpaye are also working on a project called Mani, because one of the, Mani means water in Lakota, and one of the problems that we have on our reservation is long-term water poisoning. The water source that we use is the Cheyenne River, which comes from the Black Hills, which has been for, you know, over a century polluted from homestake mine tailings coming down, and we're pumping them right into our homes, you know. And so because of that, we got interested in trying to find a way to access pure water. And in investigating that and researching what's going on with the water, we discovered that there's so many threats to water, and you know, so many things that are going on with water, and the scarcity that right now we don't feel, you know, but it's coming to us, you know, and people on other continents are already feeling it. And so we started an organization called Mani, and we are looking for, they actually, I'm saying they, but it's us, you know, I'm one on the team, but we made a lot of partnerships with different organizations to try to bring awareness about and try to implement a water restoration program on the reservation. And so one of the things that we're trying to do is try to create a series of water catchment ponds, but they're not really designed to retain water. What they do is direct the water into the ground, you know, so that the water is saved there. We don't have the instant runoff, which causes the erosion that we see all over the reservation. And not only does it recharge the groundwaters, but it allows the water to re-enter the atmosphere from there, instead of running down to the creek and then down to the river and then down to the ocean and then trying to, you know, evaporate from there. Then it allows the water to reinstates the natural water cycle. And you know, we've done so much to interrupt that cycle, from, you know, destroying wetlands and damming up water sources. And you know, so what we're really trying to do is heal the small water cycle compared to the large water cycle, and in that way try to really restore the climate. So we could use a lot of help, a lot of expertise in that, a lot of manpower, and you know, just encouragement.